Hello, 'tis that time again. You guys got questions and I want to answer them here on Ask Brian. Remember, all these questions came from the previous Ask Brian, so if you have a question, put in the comments, you could end up in the next one. If you had to choose to become a cartoon character for a day, which one would you want to be? I'd want to be Dumbo. I've always wanted to know what it'd be like to have a trunk, and I also want to fly. I get the best of both worlds there. Although I wouldn't be able to talk, but it'd just be for a day. I think it'd be okay. If you could continue a movie or a show with a sequel or another season, what would it be? Ooh, I know. This is a movie that most people probably don't want anything else from, but I do, and that is The Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Ga'Hoole. I know, yeah, that weird Zack Snyder owl movie. It's really good if you give it a chance. I love this movie. And it ended on a really good cliffhanger, and there was like, oh, there's more stories for you to go check out. I would absolutely want to see more. I know this is based on a book series, and, you know, I could probably just go read the book and get the entire story. But I want my owl movie. So yeah, I've always been bummed that the movie didn't do well enough to get a sequel, but I would have loved to have seen what that sequel would have been, see what happens with Clud, and see what becomes of him. I don't know. I really want to see that story continue. I may just have to, you know, eventually just buckle down and read the books. But I'm not really much of a book reader, you know? I'm the guy who I'd rather watch the movie the book is based on than read the book. I don't know, I made every single reading fan just cringe when I said that.
You're a monster!
But I'm sorry, reading puts me to sleep. I'm not saying that reading is bad. I like reading, I like getting involved in a good story. But then my body involuntarily falls asleep even if I'm enjoying the story, and it's frustrating, but I don't do that as frequently with movies. Maybe I can do audiobook. I do better with audiobooks than regular books, so maybe I'll try that. Have you ever been to a comic convention? Yes, I've been to multiple. Like, I have done Comic-Con in San Diego. I did a panel there for Cartoonvoices, actually. I did another panel, actually, just last month at WonderCon over in Anaheim. Did that one. I've done a few different cons where you could actually do meet and greets with me. And like one in Oklahoma, one in Texas. And then I've also done D23. I know that's not technically a comic convention, but you know, it's the same thing, but Disney. So yeah, I've done a bunch of these before, and I'm sure I'm going to do more. How do you avoid being recognized in public? Like people saying, hey, I know you, you're Brian Ho. Well, the short answer is, I kind of don't. Like, I don't go to Target with like a fake nose and like a fake wig and everything going like, yes, I'm here checking out, my name is Krankowski. No, I don't do anything like that. I don't really get recognized enough to need to do anything like that. Like, it happens, and I don't mind when it happens. Usually it's I'm at a theme park, I'm at a Disney event, I'm at a Comic-Con. Those are the things where I know I'm more likely to get recognized. I think you guys overestimate. I'm not this giant celebrity that y'all think I am. I'm just a dude trying to live his life who just happens to have a job that requires him to be known to some degree. What are my thoughts on The Lion Guard? So for those guys who don't know, The Lion Guard is a Disney Junior show that picks up the events of The Lion King after the events of the first film and kind of after the first half of the second movie, and this kind of takes place in the middle while Kiara is still young. And yes, I have seen every episode of the entire show, and there are parts of this show that I absolutely adore, and other parts that I can't stand. So I have a very mixed relationship with Lion Guard. Like, when Lion Guard is great, it might be some of the best stuff we've gotten in all of the Lion King minus the first film, because nothing can touch that. But like, I love seeing how like there's different lands nearby to the Pride Lands, and we see how they interact with them. Like King Sokwe over in the mountains. Then you've got the Habu, who's the leader of the Backlands, the Golden Zebra. I like seeing delegation actually happen in the Pride Lands, where you've got like Maku or Pua, who's like the head of the crocodiles, and that's cool to see how they work things out. Or Matembo, the head of the elephants, or Bupu, the head of the sable antelopes, and the list goes on, and you see like them interact with one another and delegate. And that's really cool. But then it's mixed with a whole bunch of Bunga being loud and annoying and a whole bunch of preschool lessons. So if I could get all of the lore, cool stuff, I could lose everything preschool-wise. Like, if this show was just aimed a little older. I'm not saying it's gotta be like a full-on mature TV show or anything. I'm talking like Rapunzel the Animated Series. If we could get it that level of age and lose all the preschool stuff, this might be like one of my favorite things that Lion King's ever made. Did you audition for Dracula or did you get offered the role? Once again, I think you guys are vastly misunderstanding my level of like pull within any industry. I am not well known enough that Sony's just going to get my number and call me. Like, that's not a thing. I can't go call Josh tomorrow and just tell him to put me in a Disney movie. I don't have that kind of pull. I 100% auditioned. No, I talked to the directors about this. They didn't know who I was online till after I auditioned and I got in to do the role. No, I got the audition because I had done a few like temp voices for Drac internally in the company before they needed a voice replacement. And I did him for the theme park ride in Dubai. So I'd had a little experience and I auditioned again to see if I could become the voice in the movie. So no, it was auditions. Do you watch other YouTubers? Yes, but not the YouTubers you're probably thinking. You probably think because of the videos I make and what I do, I watch a lot of impressionists, Disney YouTubers, and voice actors. Actually, no, I don't watch much of that at all. And my primary reasons why are, that's my job. Like, I know to you guys, this is fun, you get to turn off your brain and enjoy these videos, and that's what I love to create for you. But just know because I'm the one creating them and I'm in this world all the time, I need a break too. Even though this world is fun and I love it, I need to go do other things. And so yeah, actually one of the things that I watch the most are video game videos, people playing video games or talking about games. So yeah, I watch a lot of YouTubers like Arlo. I watch Arlo all the time. I think Arlo's great. And I watch a lot of like nature and animal stuff as well, learning about like the complexities of wildlife and stuff like that. And especially lately, I have been getting really into PokeTubers. I watch a bunch of them. I can't tell you how much of M&J TV I've watched. But speaking of Pokemon, the next question comes from Charizard9470. Do you want to be a master of Pokemon? Do you have the skill to catch them all? I actually have almost caught them all. On my Pokemon home, I'm working on a living form dex for all the Pokemon ever. And I'm only like 25 Pokemon away from like completing the entire dex. Most of which are like alternate forms of each other, so I think like Pokedex wise I'm only missing like 4 Pokemon, and they're mostly mythicals aside from Spinda, because Spinda's got that whole like glitch thing to where he can't come in from like Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, and he's gotta come in from an older game, so I gotta play something else, put it into Pokemon Bank, then get into Pokemon Home, and then I can complete my dex. What's a theme park you haven't gone to yet but really want to? Well, I really eventually want to go see all the Disney parks from around the world. I've now seen Disneyland, Disney World, Disneyland Paris, and now I still want to go to Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. One of these days I will go see those 3. They seem really great, especially Tokyo. But also my big one is I really want to go to Epic Universe. Like, since it's opened, I've gone to Disney World twice, and each time I'm like, maybe I could take a day, go over to Epic Universe, and then come back, but I can never make it happen. And I'm like, dang it! One of these days I will see you! I've heard it's nothing but fantastic. I really want to see it. Do I still play Dreamlight Valley and am I still enjoying it? No, I'm not really playing it anymore. After the live streams ended, I quit playing as well. I'm just learning more and more. I'm not a cozy gamer. And it's because of one thing, story. The reason why I can't get into most cozy games is that they don't have enough of a story. I need a reason to go do these things. I need a reason to go build new huts and get new things and get more people to show up. But that's why I stuck with Disney Dreamlight Valley for as long as I did. It did have a story. Like, the characters were showing up going like, oh, we don't know what happened. There was the forgetting. What's the forgetting? And it's like this whole meta story about growing up. But then when they wrapped up the story, I lost interest almost immediately. Like, they tried to get a new story with the DLC and Jafar, and it was fine. Even like a year later, I tried to open it back up and try to play it again, and I pretty quickly said, no, I feel like I've done everything that I ever want to do with this game. I don't want to go back. Hey Brian, rumor has it you don't like pumpkin spice. Is this true? I don't know how people are figuring this out and talking about it, but yeah, I don't like pumpkin spice. And I know, like, every white woman just went, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't like pumpkin. I think pumpkin's kind of gross. Hey, all of you pumpkin and pumpkin spice lovers out there, enjoy. Alright, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if you have a question, ask it in the comments. Put it up in the next one. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!